Joining us now on the 102nd floor of One World Trade Center. That's very high up when you're not feeling heights like Anderson Cooper. We are kindred spirits on that. CNN's Anderson Cooper is also a correspondent for 60 Minutes. He's a New York native who has covered stories all around the world, but never from all the way from up here. Hey, Anderson.
Hey, good morning.
So I know you were nervous because I know, like me, you're a little jarred by heights.
I don't like heights, that is true.
So what did you think? Were you nervous coming in here? What were you thinking?
No. Oddly enough, once you're here, it doesn't. I have no sense of vertigo at all. There's kind of a strength to this building, and it's a bold building, and I can actually see my house from here, and I've been watching this building go up, and it's so inspiring. I got to say, to be here. It's inspiring in a way I didn't even anticipate.
You've lived in New York all your life.
I have.
What do you think it means to New Yorkers?
I think it's a cliche to say it's a rebirth, but I think it is a rebirth in many ways. And I think
Look at that shot as we talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just extraordinary. The view from here is unlike any other that I've ever seen, and it really gives you a sense of the history of New York, of why New York, why Manhattan is where it is, the geography of it, and you really feel rooted in the history and the. Often in New York, it's hard to get a sense of a place. You know, you don't see much sky, but here you see it all, and it's. I mean, you literally see the curvature of the earth. It's amazing.
You can see from the Hudson to the East River.
Yeah,
in one look.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't quite see Russia, but almost. Is that your building?
Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah. Is that your building? That four-story one right there in between the trees?
Yes.
That old firehouse.
That old firehouse.
I live in an old firehouse, and
I thought that was
it took me a second. I was like, there it is. I got very excited.
And you have a firehouse, so you have a fire pole?
I've got a pole on every floor.
He does.
Yes, I
really?
do. Yes, I do.
Anybody ever use it?
I was telling you before, yes, after when you live in a place, you don't really use it that much, but whenever I have guests over and have a party, everyone wants to slide down my pole, so I have the honor of saying that Madonna slid down my pole, but literally, she slid down.
Beauty of New York City.
Yeah.
So let me tell you, one of the things you're doing, are you going around the country with Andy Cohen?
I am.
He's still doing that?
That's true. Andy Cohen and I, we just sold out the Chicago Theater in Chicago.
And so what do you talk about?
It's a good question. You know, it's kind of just like a night of hanging out with Andy and I, and it's a behind-the-scenes look at the world of pop culture and world events. And he's the pop culture guy, I'm the world events guy. But it's just fun. It's a really funny evening.
Let me ask you, do you ever get nervous? Because this is the thing about Andy. You never know where, and you too, to some extent, you never know where he's going to go. So there's a couple times when he starts talking, you go, oh God, please don't go there, please don't go there. And he goes there.
Right, well, it's like you and Oprah. He and I know each other for so long, we know where all the bodies are buried. And so he'll start telling he'll prod me to tell a story, or I'll ask him something, and I'll see what version of it he's going to tell. Like, is he really going to go there? How far is he going to go? So we're going to be in Atlanta June 20th, and then a whole bunch of dates in the fall.
Are you surprised people are paying to come see you?
You know, I'm surprised people are just coming out, but they're really having a fun time.
I'm with Charlie.
I'm telling you, Chicago, I've never seen anything like it. The Chicago Theater was, I don't know, 2,500 people. A lot of ladies who had gone out for like a ladies' night out drinking.
Some libation.
There was a lot of alcohol going around, a lot of catcalling. I mean, it was really, I was like,
Anderson, we have to talk about Letterman. It's his last night tonight. I know you've been on the show many times.
I love David Letterman. I mean, I am such a fan, and I, as a kid, would stay up late, on school nights in my room, with the sound down, so nobody heard that I was, up at 1 a.m. or whenever it was, watching him. I'd go to school with bags under my eyes.
That was the Late Show first.
Yeah, the Late Show. And, I love doing his show. When you're on his show, it's unlike any others, because a lot of those shows, you get a pre-interview with a producer, and they stick pretty close to what they say they're going to do.
And then
David Letterman, you go out there, and you've been told in advance, oh, David really wants to talk about Iraq. And I'll come out, and then he asked me about clean coal, which, is not top of my list of things I'm all that great on.
Well, Dave, I was just reading about that, so I'm happy you asked.
Yes, exactly right. Oh, clean coal, absolutely, Dave. Let me tell you. But and he's just all the things that everybody on late night does now, all these kind of viral moments people try to create, he was creating before there was something to show viral moments on.
He took late night from behind the desk and took it out.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. I mean, you think about all those, the sponge suit he wore, the Velcro suit. I mean, just all those moments.
And
Larry
so
Bud Melman.
And so smart. That's the thing that I like about Dave. He was so smart.
And you can tell something about him by looking at who his favorite guests are.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Like
And
Bill
also,
Murray.
I like that as much as we feel we know him, we don't really know him. And that you know that he has this whole life that beyond what we know, and I like that. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
As opposed to we know everything about you.
Right, but in this day and age where everybody's like
got
on
a poll,
Twitter and on
yeah.
Instagram,
That's
you know,
right,
I'm
that's
glad
true.
he's
Julia
not.
Roberts said she'd never seen him outside the studio.
I'm sure you never see him before you go on. You never see him after. I like that.
Yeah.
And you work
Well,
with Jenny Licht?
I do. Yes, she's awesome.
I hear she's lovely.
She's very good. Yes.
Tell her I said, hey.
I
She
will.
taught her husband everything he knows.
Yes. Good to see you,
Anderson.
Anderson.
Hey, great to
really
see you.
good.
Thank you for coming to new heights with
You
us.
guys should be here every morning. It's
I know,
awesome.
that would be
Yeah.
cool.
We'll work on it. Thank you. Thank
thanks.
you. All right, to see
You
more.
hear that, Les?
All right, to see more of this incredible view, just go to our CBS This Morning Twitter page. We've been posting pictures all morning. Plus, we're about to start the first ever Periscope stream from One World Observatory. So
We're doing
follow-
that too?
Yes, we are.
Amazing what we can do
Yes,
today.
I know.